So today we're gonna up plant some sage. Get out of here. So that's what we're gonna do today. Let's get to it. You know what? Sometimes you just have to put your hair up and fight. Guess what I found today? My chickens, my first chicks to ever hatch, or I've ever hatched, have been crying for the past 2 days. This morning, they showed me what the problem was. There are fire ants in the chicken coop. So we're gonna take care of it with some vinegar and water. I'm gonna get this thing cleaned out. I know that I don't know how many ants are in there, but they scratched. And when I looked, all I saw was little black things running around. Fire ants were everywhere. So I let them out. They were afraid to come out of the coop, but they gotta come out of there. So I have the cage outside and they're eating them, but that's, they could not sleep. They were crying. They were crying and crying and crying and crying. Here they are. See them? And the ants are all down here. They're moving stuff around. Look, they're moving stuff. These ants are strong. Look at that. They're everywhere. So we're gonna clean this coop out, and these two babies have to come out. So I'm gonna put their cage, since they're afraid, I'm gonna put their cage in the shade, and I'm gonna have to put them in there because they're afraid to come out of the coop. I gotta get all of this out of here, which is not a lot. I mean, I told you when I was a kid I used to work on a farm, so it's no big deal. Plus I was in the Army for a long, long, long time. So it's no big deal. I need to clean this thing out. I'm gonna get my wheelbarrow because I'm gonna use that for my compost in my garden. So it's a 2-for-1 deal. Ants do not like vinegar. Vinegar and water deter ants. So that's what we're gonna do. One away or another, y'all gotta get up out of here. Go in your cage, that's it. Good girl, good boy, whatever you are. They ran in their cage, thank God. Made it easier on me. I gotta get them out of the sun though. So let's just drag this thing into the shade. Yep. This is White and Cruella's baby. She was the only one producing eggs, so I know that's hers. And obviously, that's White's chick. He was a leghorn. So, all right. Move this away so I don't get any bugs here. And put them in the shade. Okay, they're set up. The only thing that I'm a little concerned about is that Cruella and Dum Dum lay their eggs usually in the morning, but I can't be out here in the Texas sun, so they just gonna have to wait till I finish. Let me go ahead and get the wheelbarrow, the shovel, and the rake and get this stuff out of here. Okay, so I have the wheelbarrow here, the rake, and the shovel. I'm gonna do the best I can to clean this thing out, and then we're gonna wash it down with some vinegar. Vinegar does not hurt chickens, but ants do not like it. So let's get to it. So I went and got some cardboard. Hopefully I don't get any ants on me. We'll see. They raked it up on here. I got the rake backwards. It would help if I raked it the right way. They put the debris on the cardboard. Picked it up. Ooh, no. Oh my God. All right. So I moved everything out of my way. There's a wheelbarrow. I'm in the doorway again. Let's go ahead and finish this up. Shooby-dooby-doo. Strangers in the night, exchanging glances. Strangers in the night. I see Corella. She probably wants to come in here. Just a minute, sweetie. Like, can I get in there? I gotta do my business. It's time for me to give birth. I see you looking at me, girl. I'm almost done. She's standing at the doorway. All right, mother hen. This is what she's gonna look for. Put it back there. All right, girl, I'm leaving. Look at her. I'm leaving, girl. I'm leaving. Can't do what I gotta do because you gotta do what you gotta do. I guess your do gotta do is trumps my do gotta do. Now she gonna walk away. You know you wanna go in there? All right, well, let me put that other egg in there. She was just being nosy. I'm not digging up my nose. I was just scratching my nose. I know some of you guys are, y'all, so, you know, some of y'all are super nice and other ones are very, very critical. So my eggs are back in the box. I'm gonna let this place dry out. Flies, unfortunately. Flies like, let me get this vinegar and spray Rudy. Flies like vinegar almost as much as they like sugar, but ants and a lot of other bugs hate the smell of vinegar. What is up with you, boy? Huh? Wait a minute, let me close this thing in. Why you always hide behind the hands? He always hides behind the hands. Always. Like I ain't gonna get him. I'm gonna get you, boy. Look at him running. He terrorized me. I'm going to terrorize him. This can't hurt him. It's vinegar. Oh, I think I got it in his eyes. So. Oh, well, he'll be a one-eyed rooster. That's all right. Let me go back in the house. Let Cruella and Dum Dum do. That's the only two laying heads I have right now. These are just too young. I think they're about 4 months now. Maybe 3. I don't know. I lost count. And those ones, the chicks that are inside, they're only a month old, so they're not very old. Anyway, there she go. Let me say, it stink in here. I don't want to go in here. It stink. It stink. It don't smell right. Where is all the fluffiness? Ooh, I know. Doctor said I'm fine. I think an ant got me. Yep. It got me. Bit me on my pinky finger. Darn it. It could have been worse. They could have killed my chicks. Fire ants have been known to kill small animals. They will kill your dogs. I mean, I had a puppy. I used to have a poodle, and I put him outside, and he was screaming, and he was running around, and I was like, what is wrong with you? I take this thing off. What is wrong with you? And I picked him up and he was full of fire ants. And you think those bad boys would have stopped biting him once I got involved? I had to brush them off. I mean, brush them off because they connected to his skin and were holding on. I had to, like, you know, some of them, I killed most of them, but man, that poor puppy, he got ate up. I'm fixing my hair as we talk. Vanity. Oh, Lord. So, yeah, those fire ants will kill your animals. I am so glad. The chicks showed me. They just started scratching, and then they opened up a little bit, and I saw little things moving around. I said, what is that? Because I know what fire ants look like by now. I've been in Texas long enough. And I was like, that is fire ants. No wonder they were crying. That's so sad. 2 days of that. I mean, they were eating some of them. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, there was quite a bit in there. There had to be at least 50 that when she opened it, or he opened it, whatever that chick is. Once they opened it up, all I saw was little black things walking around, and then the chick started pecking and eating them. And I was like, that's why you were crying, man. I'm not gonna say the same thing over and over again. Once I get my breath, I'm gonna go back out there. Cruella doesn't care. She's gonna lay her eggs whether I'm in there or not. She does not care. She was just trying to be polite. So once I finish with my tea, I might get another glass of tea and cool down a little bit. We'll go back out there and finish up. Okay, let me put my hair back up so this can be over. Dum Dum was in there, but it was a false alarm. She walked off, so let's get to it, huh? Let's get to it. I gotta motivate myself because I don't want to go back out there. It's approaching 100 degrees. I know that. So let's get to it. Here's Dum Dum. Why don't you decide what you gotta do, girl? You know what? You're gonna have to wait. Go on, get. Look at her crazy butt. You don't know what to do. Here, leave. So I went back out there and the subfloor is still damp. I'm gonna wait until this evening to go out there and put some more shavings out. Plus Dum Dum is in there right now and she has to lay an egg. So I'm just gonna let her go ahead and do what she's gotta do. The chickens don't go in there a lot during the day. They're not interested in that place. That's all. The only thing they use it for is laying their eggs and sleeping. And I just have to make sure that it's safe for them to sleep and to lay their eggs in. We don't need a bunch of fire ants in there disturbing their peace. So anyway, this concludes the update of, well, the cleaning and the maintenance of the chicken coop. It is important, and I'm realizing this, it is very important to pay attention to what's going on in your coop. Even if it doesn't smell, because mine didn't have a smell, you still have to make sure it's not being invaded by pests. And there was a lot of them in there. I just didn't see them because they were covered with shavings. Anyway, I'm gonna go out there this evening and I'm gonna put some more shavings down there, and then maybe next week or whatever, I'll go and get some linoleum, I can't say that word, and lay it down there. Make it dry out and lay it down, and then I don't have to worry about the subfloor getting damp or saturated like it is now. So this is Jamerica 5288. I thank you so much for being with me. Let me get you out of the sunlight. Thank you so much for being with me, and I'll see you on the next one, all right? Bye.
Coop life, 'cause there's nowhere else to go. Coop life, and it's hot as heck, you know. Coop life, there's 1,000 parts to play. Coop life, and I'm praying it's gonna rain. Poor things. It's hot. I know they're hot. I'm doing the best I can.